Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about traction alopecia. I wanted to talk about this topic because I know it's something that a lot of Black women struggle with or have dealt with before in the past. You want to know, your hair, you've had issues with your hair coming out, and you want to know, is this reversible, or what you can do to fix it, and what you can do to prevent it. I'm going to talk about all those things in today's video. Here on my channel, we talk primarily about relaxed hair, having healthy relaxed hair, and just all about relaxed hair with rays. So being that relaxed hair is chemically treated, us as relaxed ladies can be even more prone to traction alopecia than other women with chemically processed hair or chemically treated hair of any kind, because our hair can be damaged sometimes or a lot weaker than someone who has virgin hair. We can be more prone to traction alopecia. First, let's start off by discussing what is traction alopecia. Traction alopecia is caused by the repeated pulling of your hair. Now, this pulling can take place in many different forms, but the most commonly known to us is probably braids, wearing your hair in braids like cornrows, box braids, faux locks, all the different types of styles of braids that we can have nowadays, as well as just constraining your hair and slicking your hair up into ponytails. I wore my hair in a bun today for demonstration purposes, but wearing your hair up like this, I'm constantly like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I personally have been a victim of traction alopecia with doing these little things around my edges. Y'all probably can see certain parts of my hairline is a little bit thinner than others. All those things cause traction alopecia, as well as another common form or way that us as African American women can get traction alopecia is how you secure your hair under wigs, that little stocking cap. I know when I used to wear wigs a lot, it would sit like right here. And if your hair is really dry, or you haven't like touched your hair in a while, or that has been on your hair like that sitting for a while, mixed in with other elements, such as if you got some gel going along here or some hairspray that can dry your hair out even more, that can also be a form of traction alopecia if you wear your hair like that too much. Another form of traction alopecia, or a common one that I've seen that I know that I really didn't think of at first when I was researching for this video, is if your hair is really heavy and really long. So I've seen before, like men or women who have really long thick locks, you'll notice that sometimes their hairline is like a little bit sparse or thin, and it's because of their hair is being pulled. Even though they might not wear their hair up a lot, just the fact that their hair is so heavy, that pulling also can be a cause of traction alopecia. Now I want to talk about some of the signs that you have traction alopecia, or you may have caused it on yourself. And one of the most obvious or clear signs is going to be balding in that area. So most commonly where I have seen traction alopecia on myself and others is going to be around the hairline and like in between, in the middle, like of your crown of your head. And in these areas, what you may notice is broken and shortened off pieces of hair, or just bald patches in period. You will also probably notice like bumps of the area where your hair has been pulled too tight. You may also notice that that area is just overall like infected, like your scalp might be inflamed in that area, especially if you just got a new style like fresh braids, fresh cornrows, or you just put your hair into a ponytail and you maybe use like a drawstring ponytail that has the clips, or the track ponytails that you have to wrap around. You might notice like bumps and irritation in that area, and your hair follicles just may be inflamed overall, where, like I said, it's just red. You might have some pus going on. It might look kind of scabby and white. It might look like dandruff. Those are a lot of signs that either you have caused traction alopecia, where you pulled your hair out in that spot, or your hair is probably about to be ripped out in that spot. I have definitely experienced all these things, especially when I used to wear wigs a lot and not take them off and go to sleep in them. I would sleep with that little stocking cap thing on my head, and with the wig on my head too. And even though I would have a scarf on, that still didn't mean that my hair wasn't being pulled by the wig cap and just being pulled from being in a ponytail. And I would have all those things. My hairline would be crusty, it would be red, and I would also have missing patches of hair as well. So this is definitely a common thing. And I think a lot of people think that you have to just pull your hair so tight from braids, or just have your hair just yanked to experience traction alopecia. You really don't. Just the simple pulling your hair up in a ponytail every single day, that can cause not only traction alopecia but breakage as well. So be careful with that. And what you can do, if you are somebody who likes to wear your hair in a ponytail, I apologize about my voice, y'all. I don't know why my voice sounds like that, but what you can do, if you are somebody who likes to wear your hair up, what I have started doing is I like to use like these little scrunchies, like to just like secure my hair. It's not, you're still pulling your hair up, but it's a lot looser, and it's pulling on your hair a lot less than an actual like elastic band would. I still use the elastic bands on my hair sometimes if I'm wearing a style that requires that, but if I just want to pull my hair up and out of the way, I will use one of these. And I'll use one of these as well if I want to secure my hair up under my wig. And also, I would recommend my ladies who like wigs, instead of wearing them all throughout the day and sleeping in them, I would recommend, or I would try to at least wear it glueless, and maybe secure your wig up under it instead of securing it in braids or cornrows if you can. And if you don't have just like so much hair, maybe secure it in one of these, like as flatly as possible, and try doing it that way. I know that has worked for me. Because I have worn wigs as well when I have bad hair days. It's getting towards the end of my relaxer refresh time, so I've been having some crazy hair days, and I've had to resort to trying other protective styles. But in order to prevent myself from experiencing traction alopecia, I just try to do things that don't pull on my hair as much, you know, to try to alleviate some of that tension. Now I want to talk about the treatment of traction alopecia, and is it actually reversible? And in my opinion, I think traction alopecia is reversible if you catch it early enough. If you continue to pull and pull and pull and wear your hair in the same hairstyle and same braids, you may permanently damage your hair follicle. But if you catch it ahead of time, like for example, you wore your hair in a braided style, and then you notice like when you take your braids down at the end of the month that your hairline is a little bit thinner, or you notice some bald spots, I don't think that would be an instance where traction alopecia would be irreversible for you. I think that would be a sign that you probably just need to switch up your hairstyle and give that area that has been pulled a little bit of a break. But the best way to treat traction alopecia is to simply just avoid wearing your hair in hairstyles that are going to cause a lot of tension along the hairline or in the middle or back of your head. And if you can't do that, like I said, then just find ways to make it so that it's less tension. If you can't just avoid the tension overall, I would recommend, instead of like you know, doing the braids and the buns and the ponytails all the time, maybe space those out a little bit further in between. Instead instead of wearing your hair like that in back-to-back phases. That way your hair will not get used to being in that pattern where it's being pulled, and then you experience baldness as a result of that. And if that doesn't work, you know, you've tried to change up your styles and you tried to switch it up, but you're still experiencing baldness or your hair is not going back, I would recommend you going to see a dermatologist. A dermatologist would be able to provide you with some things to treat your scalp, as far as different types of shampoos or different type of creams. If you are having irritation that's kind of preventing your hair from growing back in that area, they can also prescribe you minoxidil, which is a prescription hair regrowth medicine that helps to generate hair growth in those areas. And as well as they may prescribe you a biotin supplement or recommend a good biotin supplement that will help strengthen your hair as it comes in. Let me know what you ladies thought about this video. Was this helpful to you? And are you someone that has been a victim of traction alopecia in the past? What did you do to fix the issue? Did you have to go to the dermatologist, or did you simply change up your hairstyles and start taking better care of your hair? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.